Welcome, everybody, to episode, God, what is it, 11 at this point of Battle School Dropouts?
Is it? I think it might be 12.
Ooh, it might be 12. It's one of them, and I should know it. But welcome to our podcast. Every episode, we review 6 episodes of an anime, and this week, we're going to be talking about the shoujo anime Nana. But before we get into that, well, we should introduce ourselves. I'm Stew.
And I'm Bakari.
There's a whole procedure I'm just fucking ignoring.
And it is also episode 12. I just looked it up.
Damn, happy dozen.
Yeah.
I don't know what does-iversary.
Yeah, we've been uploading pretty consistently about once a month, so it's like an anniversary, kind of.
Yeah, I'll take it. I think I think the episode 1 went up in July, I think.
Wait, are we ahead of schedule?
Oh, shit, we're killing it. We're taking the rest of this fucking next couple months off, guys.
Yeah, see you guys in July, idiots.
Yeah, it's great that you've all been enjoying this podcast, and we really appreciate it.
You know, we've been working so hard on it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to get 12 episodes out in a year. So how you been doing?
I've been pretty good. Yeah. Oh, I got my first COVID shot. I'm halfway vaccinated now, so that's exciting.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I could still get it, but I'm less likely to get it, and that's neat.
Yeah. No, I feel it's really cool. Like we're talking, let's reflect on our podcast. We basically started it like right before the pandemic hit. Like, I think episode 1, we don't talk about it or something.
Yeah, the pandemic was in effect when episode 1 came out, but we had recorded that months prior. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's wild to me that like in the span of like a couple weeks, I feel like it's gone from like, man, I don't know when this is going to end to like everyone I know has at least the first shot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I mean, the vaccine rollout by like any decent metric has been not so great, but like people are getting it now. Like people we know, it's possible. It exists. I've seen it.
Yeah, I think in our friend group, I am the only one who doesn't have it.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I haven't even started it. I have no qualifications. I'm not fat enough. Like I've got all sorts of issues.
You just gotta say it's because you're a free thinker. You got to be on the anti-vax train now. Like I didn't get the vaccine because I didn't want the vaccine because I'm not a goddamn sheep. When Joe Biden starts activating the tracker devices in our arms, you're not going to be affected. Who's immune now?
You're all going to be coming to me when it's like, when the government turns you all into cyborgs. Yeah, no, you're right. I should own it. I shouldn't, at this point, I shouldn't go get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm cool with being a cyborg. Like, that sounds neat. Like, whatever I got to do to become a cyborg, I'm down. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, actually. I've spent a long time thinking about, like, yeah, I would love to, like, be a robot, like to not have to deal with like I've started working out again recently.
Oh yeah?
And I hate it. It sucks. It's like I'm in terrible shape, so I need to. But it's so boring. And like if I could just be a robot and just be like, I'm good, not have to worry about like health and stuff like that, that'd be sick.
So let me ask you, okay, so technology comes out, they have like these super great like robot arms, like they're super reliable and they work even better than human arms, and they're like cheap enough that it's like not unrealistic for you to get one, and they've been out for like a few years, so they don't like explode after a week or something. Like do you give up your arm or arms to get one or two?
Yeah. Oh, I'd get both in like a heartbeat.
Yeah?
Like I think I would replace like a solid 90% of my body with robot parts.
Damn.
Assuming that they were like along those same lines, like arms, legs, torso. I just keep my stupid ass brain and my penis, and I think that's really everything else can go robot. It's the most like dude answer I think I've done, but everything else could be. Everything else, robot, I'm cool.
I'm sure that was like somebody in like one of the Ghost in the Shell spinoffs. Like his whole thing is like he got completely replaced. He's like got this Ship of Theseus thing going on, but the one thing he has that's still human is his dick.
His dick. Yeah, I mean, I don't trust a robo dick, you know? Like you're like you need to relieve tension. Maybe you're about to, you know, have sex with somebody, and then like it, you know, you get like some kind of like malfunction or something, or like you lose all. I don't know why I'm only paranoid about a robot dick. I think.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the body, fuck it, who cares? But that's important.
Yeah, like oh, I can't breathe suddenly. Whatever. What has breathing ever done for me?
It's important to be a robot that fucks. That's the most important thing.
Well, let me ask you, like, where do you fall on the robot replacement of body parts?
I think as long as, like, okay, working well is, like, a very generous way to describe any part of my body. But, like, as long as they're working more or less the way they're intended to, I probably wouldn't give up my limbs or anything. Unless it was, like, I don't know, like a really, really sick robot kind of thing. Like, stuff that, like, wouldn't logically be legal. Like, if I could, if my robot limbs gave me like superpowers and let me like shoot like flamethrowers out of my wrists, like okay, yeah, sure, you got me. Anything short of that, I'm keeping my limbs.
I didn't even think about that. There's some sick fucking options there. Like Cyberpunk has those like blade arm things.
Oh yeah,
like,
those are cool.
That'd be fucking cool as hell.
But for me, it would mostly be like, I don't know, I'm somebody who's like, I'm not paranoid about this, but like every once in a while I think like, damn, like it's a non-zero chance that like I could lose a limb or a hand or something eventually. And like, yeah, I feel like just the those things existing would be like, oh, well, you know, if that happens, then I get a cool robot arm. Not so bad. We'll go work on the oil rig, whatever, fine.
Yeah, I think, and there's been a lot of advances in that technology in the last few years. Like I watched this video from like a couple of years ago where this guy built a robotic prosthetic arm that had like operational like fingers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
And it was really cool because he like pointed out that like you don't, because it's, you know, not a human hand, you can just bend it any direction. So he had it doing all sorts of like inhuman hand things. I'm like, oh, that sounds so cool.
You'd be like one of those, like the I know the dance style is called popping, but I don't know what it's called when you are a dancer who like does that style. Like, are you a pop dancer? Are you a popper? I don't know. But you would make one of those guys like completely obsolete. It's like, ooh, this guy's double jointed. Look what I can do. I can actually spin my arm around like it's a windmill.
Oh yeah, well, and you could do some cool ass shit, like, you know, not to go like full cyberpunk, but it's like you get into like a fight or whatever, you just start spinning your arms around super fast, like fucking bring it, you know, papers are going everywhere.
You know what? Yeah, maybe I'm coming around on this. This could be pretty cool, actually.
Dude, robot parts are. I didn't even think. I just thought about like the straight up like it's just an arm, but you know, technically it's robotic or whatever. I didn't even think about the cool shit.
No, there's all sorts of cool shit you could do with a robot arm. Like the possibilities. Look at Jax from Mortal Kombat. He's got all sorts of cool shit going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think I ever asked, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm drinking. I posted about this on Twitter. I'm drinking a Monster Energy drink, and I didn't mention this. This is the first time I've ever had a Monster Energy drink.
Like first time ever?
Yeah, and it's not particularly good.
Just like the regular one?
Yeah, just basic ass Monster Energy drink.
Damn.
Like I've ended up with one in my possession, and I thought it would be a fun thing to try to drink the entire thing before we finish recording. And I was mostly posted it as a joke. Like obviously, like I drink energy drinks. They're not a big, you know, it's not like this is should be a hard challenge, but this thing kind of sucks.
This is crazy considering like I hear you're a bit of a rain guy. You like those rain energy drinks.
Yeah. Well, so I was walking around downtown, and I was like going to pick up some food, and this guy comes up to me. He was like a little down on his luck, and was like, "Hey, man, you know, could you buy me like a Monster Energy drink?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, all right."
Yeah.
Popped in, grabbed a couple snacks for myself, grabbed a Monster Energy drink for this guy, and by the time I get back out, he's disappeared.
He's
so
gone?
Now I just got this. He's just gone.
Oh my god, that rules.
So now
he just works for Monster. He's like stands outside these places and has people buy a single Monster Energy drink, And that's his living. They're like, yeah, we raised sales like crazy. Nobody was buying these things. And, because these people are sympathetic towards the unhoused population, we got slightly more sales.
Fucking killing it, dude. Monster Energy Drink just got like a 0.001 boost on their fucking sales for this quarter.
That's a go-getter right there.
But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be pretty jittery by the end of this fucking podcast.
Yeah, I don't know when you're gonna get to sleep, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because it's, little peek behind the scenes. It's about 7:30 p.m. right now. So it's an odd time to be starting on a Monster Energy drink.
Yeah, this is actually, the more I'm thinking about it, the more it's kind of turning into a poor decision that I've made.
Yeah, and it's not even like worth it because it tastes great or anything. Like they're pretty. There's other monsters that are like even worse for you, but like taste all right. Like I like the mango one. It's like ridiculously sweet, but I love mango anything. Yeah. So like that's cool. But even still, like you're gonna be up all night and jittery and stuff like that, and it's not even like, well, at least the thing I tried was good. Like no, it wasn't.
Yeah. Because that's okay. So we were talking about Rain a little bit. Like I drink those all the time, and they fuck me up every time. But they taste so good, and they provide caffeine. I just keep fucking getting them. But like my stomach hurts like every time, and then every once in a while it won't hurt, and I'm like, I've become immune, and then I'll get another one, and it just fucks me up again.
Damn. Some lessons you got to learn more than once.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like when it comes to food and drinks, I've continually been about as dumb as hell.
Well, you either learn or you die. Or maybe they replace your stomach or whatever with a cool robot stomach that can shoot flamethrowers and stuff.
Dude, hell yeah. Like maybe, okay, I'll just put this out. Like if any government secret organizations like are listening, if I get in an accident and you want to turn me into like a cool ass cyborg, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, this is your official like statement of consent. Like, yeah, go full Weapon X on me. Like if anything bad happens, like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you can turn me into like RoboCop and shit, except I don't want to be a cop. But also, like I said, I need my brain and I need my penis. So I'm not going to be RoboCop that can't fuck.
Can RoboCop fuck? I don't think RoboCop can fuck.
I don't think RoboCop can fuck.
Damn.
I think he got pretty fucked up. So, but I don't know did they shoot him in the dick? Can
RoboCop fuck? There's a weird amount of discussions on this actually, but they're all videos. Oh. I found a title. It's Facebook. It's Two Jews on Film. That's the name of it. Question, can RoboCop have sex? But it's a video. I'm not about to turn that on, so we may never know. Yeah.
I mean, this is just extra credit for everybody else. If you're curious, it's out there for you.
Yeah, please report back. Can RoboCop fuck? Very important. Very important to these anime podcast hosts to know.
Yeah.
My favorite anime, RoboCop.
I mean, I feel like we're like the least anime podcast out there. I mean, I don't listen to other anime podcasts, but like we spend like if you're like, oh wow, they're gonna talk about Chainsaw Man, let me give this a listen.
Oh yeah,
and then we spend an hour not talking about Chainsaw Man, and that's our routine. That's how we devised this podcast.
Yeah, well, we can't just like go in like right off the bat, just like, okay, hi, my name's Bakari, this is Stew, we're talking about Nana, go, like episode 1, like gotta warm it up a little bit, get them going with some laughs.
Well. So, change of subject here. You been playing anything fun? You been doing anything fun lately?
Yes, Monster Hunter Rise came out a week ago, and I've been pretty much doing nothing else. I've been working, I've been sleeping, and I've been playing Monster Hunter. It's so good. I love it. I've liked Monster Hunter for a long, long time, and maybe it's just the honeymoon phase, but like this might be my favorite one. It's incredible. Shit. I love it.
What? Because I remember like the only thing that I know about it is that enough people at one Japanese company took the day off of it when it came out that they just made it a holiday for that day for the entire company. What is it like? It's different than like the Monster Hunter World or whatever that came out not too long ago.
Yeah. Monster Hunter World came out in like I want to say like 2016, something like that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and so the core conceit of Monster Hunter is, well, you are a monster hunter, and you hunt big old monsters, and you beat them up and you kill them, and then you take their skin, their scales, their teeth, claws, whatever, bones, all the rest. And then you use those to make weapons and armor that you can then use to go hunt bigger monsters, and then take their bones, claws, teeth, etc. to make weapons and armor to hunt even bigger monsters. And then you just kind of do that until the game runs out of monsters. It's fantastic. Perfect formula. And this has been going on. The first one
hunted them all.
Yeah, exactly. Once you've hunted, like once every monster is extinct, then you can put the system down. But yeah, like it started on the PS2, and then it like quickly became like more of a portable game. There was like a Monster Hunter 2 and like Freedom Unite and stuff like that on the PSP. Then it moved to the DS, etc., etc. But Monster Hunter World was like their approach of like one trying to streamline a lot of the mechanics, because like it is a really difficult game to get into. Like the kind of thing where like there's a lot of materials that you can only get out in the wild. Like, you know, you're in a hub area and then you like go out and explore. And so like if you need, say, iron ores, you have to like start a quest and then go out to like the quest location and then gather those iron ore from like, you know, mining spots. But in order to do that you need to bring pickaxes, and the pickaxes can break. And then like, so you have to juggle all these things. So if you're in the middle of an actual hunt and you need iron, then you need to bring pickaxes with you, like from the hub area. You can't like, weren't able to, you know, just go back to your camp and grab them or anything like that. You had to like have them already with you, which takes up a valuable item slot. And so do all the materials you gather. And yeah, just a lot of the quality of life stuff wasn't there. World fixed a bunch of that, but then added a lot of really stupid mechanics that I didn't really give a shit about. Like just a really, really clumsy, cluttered AI or UI. Just really didn't like it. Rise, the new one, keeps all of the quality of life improvements from World and removes a lot of the bullshit. So it's just kind of the best of both worlds. And now everybody has a grappling hook that they can use to do cool flippy moves, and it's great.
Grappling hook? Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's called a wire bug. It is a bug with a big wire on it, and you throw the bug out, and then it like pulls you with it. And so you can basically use it to do these super high jumps or like weird parkour shit. Or in my case, I play using the hammer. It's a real fucking big hammer, and you know, I can. Grapple up onto something, and then I do this big flippy move forward, and then land with a real big smack with the hammer, and I just chase monsters around and try to bonk them on the head, and it's a great time. Love it. It's wonderful.
I know the monsters get pretty big in that game. Can you grappling bug a monster?
Yeah, that's actually something they added to this too. You can wrangle them and like ride them around. So like you stun one and you get on it, and then you are in control of the monster for like 2 minutes or something like that. And there are other monsters around on the map. And so like what I usually do is I'll hop on the monster, and then I'll ride it over to where another monster is and make them fight each other. And then I'll, you know, usually stun the other monster so I can hop off of the monster that I'm on, and then get on the other monster, and then use that monster to beat the shit out of the monster I was just riding. It's fantastic. Perfect game. 10 out of 10.
That's so cool. I was thinking it was going to be like a like not a straight up sequel, but like a smaller title, you know, like almost like a mobile port of the, you know, something along those lines. That's what I was assuming it was going to be.
Oh yeah, no.
But that's super cool.
Yeah.
That it's just like a full on straight up cool ass Monster Hunter game.
Yeah, it gets rid of a lot of like, World had a lot of like cutscenes and like tried to make more of a story out of it. It gets rid of a lot of that. It's just like, hey, there's monsters over there. I want to go kill them. Great. Here's a giant weapon of your choosing, and then you go get them. You know, that's more or less the size of it. At one point, they're like, there's a really big bad monster who's like, okay, these other monsters are mean. This guy's evil. So go kill him exactly the way you did all those other monsters. Just go do it. And then you do it, and they're like, good job. Here's a sword. You did it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Fantastic. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Let's see. I've been I just wrapped up this week a big school project that was making a music video, and it was cool to work on, but over the last month I've spent like 90 hours on it. And and that's in addition to all this other homework and stuff.
Jesus, 90 hours?
Yeah, because there's a lot of animation and stuff like that in it, so it took way too long. But so I've been playing a lot, like, as a way to, like, what am I trying to say? Release some steam, because like there's a lot of games that, like, I'll start playing it and it's like I'm a big Total War fan, and I'll start playing it and I'm like, I'm only gonna play this for like an hour, and then I'll never come back to this save. Like, it's, and it makes me, like, kind of not as interested in playing the game.
Yeah.
But I got back into Doom Eternal with the new DLC that came out.
Nice.
And that's become, like, my stress relief right now.
What's the I haven't played Doom Eternal since, like, not long after it launched. What's the DLC like?
The DLC's okay. It's just basically more Doom Eternal.
Oh,
they didn't add a ton of... There's a couple cool things, but for the most part, like, a lot of the enemies are just reskins. A lot of the fights are just, like, with way more enemies and just, like, really hard. Like, it's definitely not a, like, oh, Bakari, you gotta play the Doom DLC. But it's just more Doom, and I think that's what I needed.
Sure. No, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Like, after, like, a rough fucking day or whatever, like, I'm in the home stretch of the last semester of school for me, and, like, I've got one class that's just fucking kicking my ass, and I hate it so much. And so sometimes, go blow off some steam, go punch a demon's head in, That's what I need. So, yeah, that's been the way I've released Steam. I've been like blazing through a bunch of because I'll put on stuff in the background while I'm working. Mm-hmm. And I started blazing through a bunch of shows, and then I started getting, like, I would start watching good shows. Like, I started watching, we're an anime podcast. I can talk about anime. That time I was reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, you got it.
I think yeah, fuck, yes! So I started watching that, and I started getting distracted by it, so... I had to just find stuff to not get distracted by. So I've watched a considerable amount of Dota 2.
Oh, yeah,
lately.
I've been seeing your tweets about that. How's that going? Do you understand that game yet?
I don't. I mean, I get the basics, right? Like, you got towers and little guys going to fight those towers, and you got to fight each other. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's as far as I can get. Like, they're throwing around acronyms like, oh, he picked up a BKB. I thought he was going to go for a terror sword there. And I'm like, what's a BKB? Like, what is any, and I can't pay attention to it. So it's great noise for the background.
You know what? That's probably the right kind of thing. Cause, like, it seems, I've watched a little bit of Dota, and, like, it's interesting. Like, I like what's going on, even if I don't understand it. But, like, I feel like if it was something like StarCraft that you did know a little bit better, it would be that kind of thing where it's hard to focus on. Because, like, if a really exciting play happens, then you're going to stop what you're doing. But with Dota, it's just like, yeah, they beat each other up with those items they got. Neat. And then, just keep doing what they were doing.
Yeah, because I did try watching competitive StarCraft. There, I'll start a playlist on YouTube of, like, they have, like, old tournaments and stuff like that, and I'll start going through those. And yeah, it gets to StarCraft is my favorite esport to watch, and so even if it's not a great game, I still, like, catch myself like, fuck, I just watched, like, an entire match, and that's like 40 minutes gone. Fuck. And but the other thing, okay, fucking YouTube, man. I'll watch a tournament, like, start to finish, and obviously I can't finish it all in one day, so it takes a while. As I get farther in the tournament, YouTube recommendations start to become, like, the finals, the semifinals, stuff like that of the tournament. And basically the tournament I was watching, like, one of the top recommendations, I was like, oh, what's that video? Oh, cool, it's the finals of the tournament that I'm watching. So those are the guys who made it. Fuck!
I mean, like, it's kind of convenient that it's like, yeah, okay, so he's watching this thing. Most people who watch this thing will probably move on to the next thing. So let's just show him the next thing. Like, it's a considerate thing, unless you're not trying to watch several hours of StarCraft, in which case, maybe not.
Well, and it's just like, I just don't want to see the final, like, because I like watching matchups where I don't know who's going to win.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean now. Yeah, because it, like, spoils what you're currently watching.
Yeah, so like I was watching, it was like 4 people, only 2 are going to move on, and I'm like, well, that guy's in the finals, and that other guy, okay, so I know who's going to win these matchups. Like, you just, without even like thinking that hard, it's just like you do all the math in your head.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Well, there goes that. So
it was
fucking YouTube.
Something blew me away. Like I think it was LCS, like the League of Legends Pro Series or whatever. They started doing like in events where teams would be playing multiple games, like a set of, you know, best 2 out of 3, best 3 out of 5 kind of thing. They would start adding extra just kind of blank footage at the end of the YouTube video. That way, like, say it's like 2-1, and like, you know, if this team wins, then it's over, and if the other team wins, then it's like 2-2 and we got to play another one. So they will add extra just blank footage at the end so that you can't look at the progress bar and be like, well, okay, there's not enough time for another match, that means this team won. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my biggest problems with StarCraft is sometimes, like, I make an effort not to what am I trying to say, like, pause it while I'm watching it, because I don't want to see the progress bar.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I'm like, oh, I got to get up and use the bathroom, and I'll pause and just without even thinking about it, I'll be like, yeah, that guy's gonna win. All right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not foolproof, because like there were times where I was in a similar situation. It's like, let's go to the bathroom, and then like I'll go to pause it, and my mouse goes over the the progress bar, and then it shows the little thumbnail at the wrong point, and I see it's just black. I'm like, fuck, that means this team won. Okay, god damn it. You know? So you're never fully going to be able to escape it, but like it's a nice little measure to make it a little harder to spoil the game for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, like the correct solution is I just need to like watch StarCraft live or whatever.
I think the correct solution is to not watch fucking esports, but I always spend so much time on video games. I can't spend more time watching other people play video games. At least not that much.
Dude, I love it, dude. This is a dumb statement I'm about to say, but I like sports. Like, I like watching people compete, but I don't care enough to really keep up with like what's going on. But like, if a basketball game's on, if fucking CS:GO is on, for the most part, if a competitive game is being played, I'll sit there and I'll watch the whole fucking thing. I don't know any of the thing about the teams. I barely know how the rules in basketball work. I'll watch a whole fucking basketball game, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that shit. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to watch people who are good at a thing do that thing, like especially in like high pressure situations, like a NFL or NBA whatever like game. Like that's always going to be interesting, regardless of how like into the sport you are. And yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. Like, I'd probably watch baseball or basketball regularly if it was like way less teams that played way less games. Like,
yes.
if a baseball season was like 2 months long and there were like 8 teams total, then I'd be into it. But there's too many. There's like, I don't know, hell with baseball teams. I don't know how many fucking baseball teams there are, but too many.
Baseball's fucking wild. Like, I got a couple friends who are into baseball, and like it blows my mind that they're like, yeah, so they're it's like, when is baseball not being played? Because that's easier to pin down than when it is. Like, it's just like they play so many fucking games, and there's a whole strategy around like, well, we can't use this guy today because we don't want to tire him out because we have to play like 8 games this week.
Yeah,
you know?
They play so many baseball games.
Mm-hmm.
It blew my mind when I found out that like, you know, playoffs, quarterfinals, semifinals, whatever, like in basketball, at least, they're like 7 games or something. They don't just, it's not like, I don't know, Air Bud or Coach Carter or any other fucking sports movie you've seen where it's like, this is the big game and we got to win the big game tonight or we lose. It's like, no, we got to play this big game, and then tomorrow we're going to play the big game again. And the next day, and then the next day, and if we don't win all of those, then we got to play another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then somebody will be the winner. Like, that's so much.
Yeah,
it's weeks.
Yeah, it's interesting too. Like, the way that like the fact that there's like basically, coming from a guy who now watches way too many esports, even ones he doesn't like, it's funny that, like, looking at basketball now, it's like there is basically one basketball tournament, and you just had, like, there's no variations on that. There is no, like, one big game or whatever, because, like, StarCraft and other stuff like that, like, they'll play several matches in a day, but there's basically, like, there is one final match.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And, like, I know the big game still happens. Like, you know, I'm perfectly aware that, like, eventually the one that really matters is going to come up. And it makes perfect sense why they do these in sets as opposed to just one off. Like, there's a lot of unpredictable conditions and stuff like that could happen. Yeah. But, like, I don't know. It does make me, like, respect the players a lot more, because it's like, you're playing this game and it's like everything's on the line, you know, like, if you don't play as good as you possibly can, you might not have a job next season. But, like, you're doing that for the third time in like 5 days, and you've got to do it at least one more time, at most 4 more times in the next week or something. That's nuts. That's so crazy.
That's so much fucking pressure too. Like, how do you do, man? And then imagine being, like, down 3 games. Like, you finally made it to the finals, and it's like, yeah, we're getting our asses kicked right now. Fuck.
Yeah. Fucking sports are wild. It's crazy.
Dude. But you know, like I said, I'll say it again. Big sport fan over here.
Oh yeah.
Big fan of sport.
Sports ball Stew, they call him.
That's my name.
Yep.
Walking
down the street, there goes Sports Ball
office.
Stew. Hey, you played any good sports ball lately? And you're like, I sure have. And they're like, that's him.
Oh shit.
I prefer to keep it to sports anime. I like Hajime no Ippo and Kuroko's basketball and stuff. Those are great.
Yeah, those are better. Like,
because you can't go Super Saiyan in real basketball.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking about, like, oh, like, they should do, like, a StarCraft anime or, like, something, and, like, they have, and I've never liked those. So, or, like, I don't know about StarCraft, but, like, you know, like, shooters and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And, like, obviously there's, like, a million izakayas where it's like, I'm in the video game now. Whoa.
There was one. It's very anime style, but it was from a Chinese studio. It was called, like, The King's Game or something like that. Did you ever hear about that?
The Queen's Gambit. It was Netflix.
Oh, yeah, of course. How could I forget? Yeah. The Chinese animated series, The Queen's Gambit, on Netflix.
No, I've never heard of The King's Gambit.
It's like I think it's just a story about, like, an esports player. Like, he doesn't die and get reincarnated in the world or something like that. He's just a guy who's real good at this game, and he plays it. And, like, when you watch him play it, like, of course they, like, you kind of see it from the perspective of the characters, so it looks like this, you know, big crazy fight scene, but, like, it is just him playing a game. And all the sort of, like, drama that comes with being, like, a serious athlete, as they call it.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it. I've heard that word used before. I have no idea if that is common slang. I don't know. But...
I've never heard it up until now.
Really?
I was convinced that was all you. Damn. Athlete.
Yeah,
that's hella funny.
But they are out there. There's games. There's anime about fighting game players. There's anime about board game players. All sorts of stuff.
Oh, dude. Yeah. No, I should watch more sports anime. Maybe I've never seen Hajime no Ippo.
Oh,
like, I just need to watch
Hajime no
that.
Ippo is fantastic.
Yeah.
It is
like,
so
I just
good.
need to get on that.
I would have already suggested we do an episode on it, but it's, like, at least a couple hundred episodes long at this point, I think. Or, like, maybe like 150, 170, something like that. It's a lot.
You're telling me we can't judge that entire show based on its first 6 episodes?
Probably not.
Come on. Come on!
I think at that point, Ippo is still learning how to do an uppercut. So, yeah, we don't get that much. It does go places, though. It's very, very good. Like, that's the show I put on if I'm, like, really, really just, like, tired and, like, I need to get, like, hyped up to do something. That's what I put on.
It's good to have that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
For me, slightly different, but, like, I really like... obviously, what I was saying about, like, Doom Eternal, like, that's a good stress release. But, like, if I need to get hyped, I will start a new game in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and fight Metal Gear Ray Like, that boss fight is so good. And, like, as soon as I'm done with it, I'm like, cool, I'm ready to do anything. I just threw a robot and I cut off its arm. It was sick.
There's nothing you can't do after you throw a robot and then cut off its arm.
That's what they say.
Yep.
And so far, it's true.
Uh-huh. I've
done
a
everything.
calendar with that as a motivational quote. had a picture of a golden retriever running through some sprinklers. And it said, there's nothing you can't do after you've thrown a robot and cut off its arm. May 2018.
Oh, that's fucking good. I want that up on my... I'm going to make that. Yeah. I'm going to put that up in my room.
Would you please? Like, you're the graphic design guy here. You got to make me one of those now.
Oh, yeah. No, it's coming.
Hell yeah. That's our first official Battle School Dropouts merch. We just have to find a photo of a golden retriever.
Oh, that's fucking good, dude. It's so good. Yeah, we'll be selling that for sure.
Absolutely. Keep an eye out for that one. But we'll be selling it as an NFT. Ha, gotcha.
Yeah, good.
To the moon. I can't even make this joke anymore. God damn it. Those things are so fucking dumb.
I want to talk it to death a little further.
Yeah.
NFTs are fucking stupid.
Dumb as fuck.
Dumb as shit.
What if this is the thing that gets people mad at us on the internet? Like, I've been low-key trying to get at least a couple hateful comments, and, like, nothing got... First episode, like, the first 10 minutes of the first episode, I said I hated Naruto Shippuden. And nothing. Mm-hmm. Nobody. And you know what? While we're talking about that, I decided Naruto Shippuden is not my least favorite anime. I said that because I wanted to like it a lot more than I do, but it's fine overall. My least favorite anime is one called Samurai Flamenco. So I wanted to put that out there, set the record straight.
The fuck is Samurai Flamenco?
Samurai Flamenco is about a guy who really, really loves like tokusatsu type stuff, you know, Kamen Rider and Ultraman and all that.
Okay.
And he really wants to become like he wants to be so badly. He wants to be the hero of justice. Like he wants to be a tokusatsu like superhero, but it's the real world. He can't do that. Like he's just a guy, but he does it anyway. He makes himself a costume and he starts going around trying to fight crime. But like, because he's not like, he has no crime fighting abilities besides his costume. Like he's mostly just like in the first episode, I think he sees somebody putting their trash in the wrong, like they put their burnable trash in the non-burnable trash section or vice versa. And he's like, hey, citizens, stop that. And they're like, fuck off. And then he's like, oh man. And then eventually he starts like, you know, he stops like a purse snatcher or something like that. And he's like, you know, he gets really high on that and he starts like getting better and better. And like, he meets this guy who starts making him gadgets. And like, we see this like grassroots homegrown tokusatsu hero start forming. Like he starts getting really into it and like really serious. And it's like kind of anime kick-ass in a way, but like not as like edgy. And then, okay, anybody who's afraid of spoilers for Samurai Flamenco, which came out in like 2011, turn it off now. But so episode 10 happens. He has just stopped like a big fucking crime. Like I think he like busted a drug ring or something like that. He's getting there. And he's the hero. Everybody loves him. He gets invited to the police station or whatever, or the mayor's office. I don't know, to like get this award. And he's given the award. And all of a sudden, a robotic gorilla crashes through the window, and it's got a guillotine in its stomach. Its name is Guillotine Gorilla. And it takes one of the cops or the mayor or somebody and puts their head in his stomach and like chops his head off. And all of a sudden, like, it's not like, you know, homegrown tokusatsu. It's just a tokusatsu thing. Like it ends up just turning into the dumbest fucking like Power Rangers knockoff. And like, that's fine if you set out to do that from the get-go. But I was really falling in love with this idea of like a guy who just like makes himself a hero, like in the, you know, a world that's more or less real. And then all of a sudden there's like actual robots and aliens and stuff like that. It jumps the shark so hard, so fast with no warning, middle of the episode. And I hated it. I could not stand it.
That's a good point, because like when you talk about a gorilla with a guillotine in its stomach named Guillotine Gorilla, I'm like, that rules ass.
No, that's
dude.
great
that's
in any other anime, but not this one.
But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
But Guillotine Gorilla, that's pretty fucking cool.
That's a solid concept. They should have saved that for something else. But yeah, it was a whole thing. Like, there's stuff to like about it, but like I was so pissed off at that episode. Like I turned it off and I let my little brother was like continued to watch it. And he like every episode he'd like tell me what sort of stupid shit was happening, and it just kept getting dumber and dumber and dumber in a way that I'd probably appreciate if again it hadn't sold me on this like, you know, inspiring story of a guy who just wanted to be the hero of justice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I assume it didn't have, like, there are actual tokusatsu guys in this world, but, you know, he's not one of them. Not like something like My Hero Academia or something.
No, it's not
like,
that
there
way.
are heroes, but, okay.
No.
Okay.
They show up later, I guess. More people are just like, I guess I'm a tokusatsu hero too. He can do it, why can't I? And then, it's just a fucking... Anyway, that's my least favorite anime. Sorry, Naruto fans. I like Naruto a lot. Yeah. Yeah. People like,
yeah.
I hope this is what gets people mad. Like, if not the NFTs thing, I hope somebody who just loves Samurai Flamenco listens to this episode. It's like, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of anger around people who don't like NFTs, you know, and I'm by no means any expert on it, but like everything about like the way Bitcoins are produced and like this weird, I get it. Like artists should be paid and stuff like that, but I don't know this. There's something about like the like private ownership online kind of thing that just seems weird to me. I don't know.
Well, it's also like that's a really convenient like, you know, cause for it. It's like, oh, well, we want artists to be paid what they're worth. Same. But like the people who are putting all the money into this, they're not art enjoyers. They're not people who are like, I just really want to make sure that this person who made this thing I like gets paid properly. No, they're venture capitalists. Like it is stocks or
that's a good point.
Yeah, anything like that. Like they do not give a shit about you, and they're like, it's just a really easy way to exploit artists, I think. As soon as they can take that power out of artists' hands, they will.
Yeah, it's that's the investment right now.
Yeah.
You know, that people are investing in art in the same way that they would a stock because eventually they believe that they can sell it for more down the line.
Exactly.
So, but it is super fucking funny. Like there were people posting like oh, like how do you enjoy NFTs like if it's just digital? He's like, and then they're like, and he like posts this image of like fucking like digital picture frame. And it's like, bro, you could do that before. Like, you didn't have to buy the NFT, dude.
I could do that in, like, probably 4 minutes with MS Paint. Like, if anybody wants to pay me $200,000 to do that for their NFT, just let me know. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Or just their PNG, their JPEG, whatever, bitmap, whatever. Any sort of, your TIFF. Any image file, really. I'll slap a frame on that for $200K.
Dude, that's a reasonable price.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely like it's an interesting sort of problem, but I don't know. Fuck Bitcoin, fuck venture capitalists, fuck all those guys.
Yeah.
It should be cooler. I had a friend in my one of my classes, a designer, who was telling me about it, and I was like, when he was telling me about it, I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds cool. And then the more I learned about it, the more I was like, fuck, come on, why can't we have anything good?
The future is so terrible. Like, I remember thinking, like, you know, like we're children of like the early 90s, so like, you know, we were around for when bunny ear TV became satellite, became cable, became streaming, you know, like when cell phones were more like became popular, and now they're like these crazy smartphone things. Like we lived through so many technological advances, and at some point, like as this is all going down, like you think like, wow, the future is going to be so crazy. Like imagine the technology we're going to see. And like now it's just people destroying the planet, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for pictures of like Spyro at Subway. Don't look that up. But yeah. Don't say I didn't put a content warning on that.
Yeah, that's a rough one. No, it is. Yeah, and it's a shame too, because like one of the great things about the internet is how like how available and how much stuff can be out there and how we can all communicate, and like everything is pointing towards like ways for there to be private ownership of stuff, like digital things like that, ways for there to be just lock down the internet and make it less free and enjoyable. It's so frustrating and annoying. Like the big example is like PT, right? Where it's like,
oh yeah,
here's a thing that's just the company that owns the license doesn't want to use it, so everyone in the world doesn't get to enjoy this cool thing.
Yeah. And also there was that whole thing with like Konami and Hideo Kojima and all that stuff. But yeah.
Like I get it. Konami's a bitter fucking asshole, so whatever.
Just port Silent Hill. Like I think Konami's a big old piece of shit, and I would be the biggest. Like I would turn on all my ethics just for a decent collection of Silent Hill ports. Just port it to PC and make it run like it's supposed to, and let me play Silent Hills 1 through 4. That's it. That's all I want.
Yeah, because I know they did a port back on the
PS3, I think.
X. Yeah, and I heard they fucked up a bunch of stuff. I don't know a lot of the specifics. Like I've played all of them a little bit, but I've only ever beat 2. And I think I played it on like that was a PS2 game. So,
yes, yeah.
I think so. I played it on the PlayStation 2. Apparently the ports have some kind of issue, like the lighting's fucked or whatever. But yeah, it's just super fucking annoying that like here's this like wonderful franchise out there. Would you like to play a decent port of it? Eat shit.
Tough. Yeah, just fucking can't.
Just no.
Fucking
it just
terrible.
It sucks.
Some great soundtracks too. Silent Hill has some wonderful sound design.
Okay, so this is a huge side tangent from what we're talking about. One of my favorite things to do is get together with our friend Will, and we'll just look up Silent Hill fan films.
Oh, really?
On YouTube, and there's a ton. Some of them are cool, some of them are silly.
Yeah.
All of them have that one song too. Every single one uses it. It's incredible.
It's an important song.
It's a good one. You know, I got no complaints with it. It's I for one am glad that they don't play Silent Hill like in public, because if I was just hanging out and I heard that song, I'd immediately like become worried.
No, that makes sense.
Oh, something bad's about to happen. Like growing up where I did, like it was a small town. It would get real foggy. It was kind of next to a river, and it had some real fucking serious Silent Hill vibes.
Oh yeah,
so,
I'm sure.
Like when I play that game, it's like, yeah, this is kind of where I grew up. So definitely makes walking around there scary.
Yeah, I bet. Fog is just spooky. It's the spookiest weather condition there is. Besides maybe lightning, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'll give it up to fog on that one. I've never, believe it or not, I've never thought about which one's the spookiest.
Yeah.
But like hurricanes, tornadoes, too action packed.
No, yeah, that's not spooky. That's not horror. That's like thriller kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Whole different genre.
Well, speaking of whole different genre, you want to get into anime?
That's a good segue. Yeah, let's do it.
I feel really fucking proud of that one.
You should. That was well executed.
So we're watching Nana, and this is a shoujo anime, which I'm going to try not to fuck this up. That means it is, so shonen is intended for young boys, shoujo is intended for young girls, correct? Like, okay, cool.
And then if you move up, there's seinen and there's josei, I believe it is, which are for like, your 18 to 36 year old audiences.
Okay. Yeah. And I feel like, maybe I'm forgetting one, but I feel like we've pretty much watched exclusively shonen shows for the podcast.
With the exception of maybe Space Brothers?
Okay. Yeah, that's probably an older audience.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what you would call I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, because it's like a movie, but I don't know.
I would call it bad is what I'd call it. Ooh.
Oh, fucking got him. Shit, dude.
You know what? Something else I wanted to set the record straight on. I was talking to my friend who is a big fan of that book and the movie. And one of my biggest complaints about the movie I Want to Eat Your Pancreas was that like the main girl character like kind of goes from being like a player with agency to kind of just being like the dream girl for the guy, and then she just kind of things happen and all of a sudden she's not around. In the book, that's not an issue because it actually switches back and forth between their two perspectives constantly. Like they take turns being the narrator. So I wanted to bring that up. Like that seems like an issue with the adaptation and not the story itself. So now you know.
Yeah, and we focused pretty hard on the story when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely yeah. I mean, you want our opinions? Go listen to that episode, guys. But
we'll put the little thing in the corner where it's like suggested Battle School Dropouts episode 9, whatever. Whichever.
Yeah, all I have to do is learn how to do that. Yeah. I don't know. We've been on YouTube for a year. I don't know how to make it do anything.
And I don't think we will anytime soon either.
But yeah, so we watched a show called Nana.
Yep.
I guess, so brief synopsis, there are two girls named Nana, and they've both ended up in Tokyo for very different reasons. And through weird kind of happenstance, they've end up moving in with each other.
Uh-huh.
And apparently something's going to happen there because we know most of the first 6 episodes is flashbacks on these girls' lives. So
yeah, in fact, you could say 5 of the 6 episodes are flashbacks.
Oh,
because episode 6 is a flashback of episode 1.
Oh shit! Okay, I see what you're saying there. Yeah. Okay, I was just. Well, okay. So what are your opinions on Nana? What's your overall kind of feeling?
So I never finished Nana, but I did get a decent way through it back in, I don't know, 2009 or something like that. And there's a lot I like about it. I like the kind of butt rock like punk music, and I like the just the two characters in general. I think they're both very endearing, and they have a really cool supportive cast. And like I kind of just like, it's a very peaceful sort of cathartic thing to me to watch, that sort of Sex in the City style drama. You know what I mean? Like just people going through life and trying to make it in the big city and blah, blah, blah. Like, I think that's a really nice setting for most anything.
Yeah, I agree.
It definitely shows its age a little bit though. This came out in 2006 for reference.
Yeah. It's oh my God, it's so funny watching this show because, I mean, we watch mostly shonens for this show, and then I just in my life watch shonen a lot of stuff. But it's not to say I've never seen shoujo stuff, and like this is like, oh right, shows used to look like this.
Yeah.
Whoa, like what I have fucking notes. Everyone is you got tiny women, and then I realized it was all tiny people, but everyone has big foreheads,
huge foreheads.
Huge.
With the exception of what's his name, the drummer from the band that Nana Osaki is in. He doesn't have a huge forehead because he's bald. He just has a very like shapely round head. But everybody else with hair, just humongous foreheads. It's crazy.
Huge. Yeah. And everyone's like fucking rail thin, like just super but it's interesting because it's not like, it's not in a way that's like trying to sexualize the characters.
No.
It's just like, no, just everyone, like their torsos and arms are the same size. Like that's just the style. And it's interesting. Mm-hmm. You really don't see, I mean, I don't watch a lot of shoujo that's come out more recently.
Oh, sure.
But I don't feel like they look like this anymore.
Yeah. The mid aughts, like early to mid aughts was like a really weird time in like style, or like, the anime style, because like of course there's going to be trends in like any form of media, but like this was kind of towards the beginning of like what they call the moe era, like where stuff started getting like a lot more colorful and like the eyes got a lot bigger and like all that stuff. This was like towards the beginning of that, so you start to see like stuff from like the 80s and 90s that was like a little more like realistic in its proportions starts to get like, more, for lack of a better word, deformed throughout. And this like kind of took place in the middle of it. And that's why there's sort of this uncanny nature to a lot of the stuff that came out in like, 2003 to 2006. Yeah.
But the thing about it though is it never, once I was kind of like, oh wow, this is the way everyone looks, it didn't really bother me until like every once in a while there'd be a shot that I'd be like, whoa, their forehead is huge. But otherwise, it was fine for most of the show. Mm-hmm. Like we're making kind of a bit of a point of it, but like it's not detracting from the show, I would say.
It's an interesting style thing. Like I very much like the kind of thing. It makes me nostalgic, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is definitely a particular look.
Yeah, and since you said nostalgia, I feel really nostalgic, like, watching this show. I've never seen it before. Like, there's just something about this era of anime for me that, like, I don't know, it just makes me remember being a lot younger.
I mean, yeah, we were in high school, and, like, it was a very definitive sort of style for the time. You know, so a lot of the stuff that was coming out around then, like, yeah, that's the stuff that's going to remind us of, when we were 15 or 16.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see, what else? What other? Yeah, so we got that's the way they look. I really liked that the kind of like tone of the show is I don't know, it's a lot more mature. It's a lot like characters in this world kind of have like flaws that are more than just like your typical like, my dad died and now I have to go get revenge.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a lot of characters with like some real emotional damage, in a relatable kind of way too. Yeah,
totally. For a shoujo series, like for something that's aimed, like I would imagine at like teenage girls primarily, it does. Yeah, it kind of takes more of a like a realistic, not realistic, but like a more grounded approach to like what it's like being an early 20-something living on, like striking it out on your own, kind of thing. Because, like, a lot of those kinds of things is like, yeah, sort of the power fantasy of like, yeah, this is what it's going to be like when you finally get out of that shitty high school and like you get to start living your own life for yourself. This is like, no, you're going to be broke. It's going to be really hard to find a job. It's going to be hard to find an apartment. Everybody's going to break up with you. It's going to suck. Your bandmates are going to leave you. Everything's terrible. Growing up sucks, but like in a good way, I guess.
Yeah, because I thought it was really interesting. Like in the first episode, you meet Nana. So there's so we should say both of the main characters in the show are named Nana.
Yes.
You have Nana Komatsu,
yep,
who is like kind of the happy, more bubbly kind of one.
Uh-huh.
And then there's Nana Osaki,
yep,
who is like the more punk rock one. We, when watching the show, referred to Osaki, the punk rock one, as Cool Nana, yep, and the other one as Uncool Nana. Not to say that she sucks. I really like her character. That's just how we ended up. So I bring it up because that's probably how we're going to describe them in the future.
Yeah, it's not to say that not Cool Nana is uncool, but Cool Nana is cool. And not cool Nana is not cool in the same way that cool Nana is.
Exactly.
Are we cool?
We cool. Yeah. We cool. But yeah, so in the first episode, I really like going to like the more mature themes and all that. Like in the first episode, she goes and she meets her boyfriend in Tokyo, and on their first night together, they have sex, and it's not a big deal. Like it's not like a huge scene or anything, but it's just like, whoa, hold on. Like there's no like will they, won't they? There's no like building of their relationship. There's already an established relationship, and they just have sex.
Yeah.
And that's a thing that young people do, and it's nice that it's not made like a huge deal, or like it's just that's what some people do.
Some people.
It was interesting. Some people.
Yeah.
There's some people out there not fucking. People who had their dicks replaced by robot dicks.
Fools.
Those people don't fuck.
First they give you the vaccine, then they take away your human dick. Then what's next?
I got too many microchips in my dick. No. Oh God. Whew.
So episode 1, Nana and Cool Nana meet on the train. They're both headed to Tokyo. They find out they're both about the same age. They have the same first name. Both headed to Tokyo. And then what happens? Nana goes and meets.
So they're
you take it.
Yeah. So they're both they meet each other on the train,
mm-hmm,
and they end up talking. They end up really hitting it off, and then they go their separate ways without because regular Nana sees her boyfriend. She ends up ignoring Cool Nana, and they don't exchange phone numbers.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend is like, "Hey, I'm glad you're here and everything, but you need to find your own place."
Yeah.
You know. And so she does. She goes out and very easily finds her apartment, but there's cool Nana also trying to move into the same place. So they decide to become roommates. And that's the gist of the first episode.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so spoiler for the rest of the 6 episodes. That is the farthest in the plot we get.
Yeah, chronologically.
Chronologically, yeah. Everything else is a flashback.
Uh-huh.
Building up to that moment where they become roommates.
It kind of works perfectly for our 6 episode, sample size, because the episode 6 is literally just a rebroadcast of episode 1.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler for that, I guess. But
we were losing our fucking minds. I was gonna say, maybe we should talk about episode 6 at the end like we usually do, but we might as well talk about them both, episode 1 and 6, because they are 99% identical.
Yeah, I think there's a couple more lines of dialogue in episode 6. They add a little bit more now that we know some more supporting characters and stuff and what's going on, but it is largely beat for beat the exact same episode.
Yeah. No, while we were watching it, I didn't really pay the most attention to the episode because I was on a fucking old ass forum site. I was on my anime list, and I was on a forum from 2009.
Old archaic anime site, my anime list.
Yeah, I realized. Oh wait, hold on. People still use that today.
Gone the way of the dinosaurs.
To be fair, this forum's from 2000, started in 2008. Yeah, and people are fucking the same thing. They're just like, no, this did I fuck up? This is the same episode, right?
Do you still have that post pulled up by that one guy?
I'm gonna grab it real quick. God damn, it's so fucking good. So this whole, talking about the fucking nostalgia, this whole fucking website is the links that aren't fucking broken. It's just fucking anime banners and quotes and shit like that.
Got Hatsune Miku standing in the snow looking kind of sad.
Well, this guy's got I don't know, an anime couple under cherry blossoms.
Oh yeah, that's the shit. That's the good shit right there.
His fucking post. You might want to. I'll read the whole thing. Maybe you cut it down a little bit, but I don't see why people are complaining. Sure, it's the same episode, but the knowledge on both of their pasts, coupled with the retelling words of the many different conversations, made this a completely different experience. The irony was immense. It was an intelligent move, in my opinion, though I'm very observing in nature, so it may have been more eventful for me than the next person.
It's so good. I love this guy.
Just fucking big brain, galaxy brain man over here, just enjoying episode 6.
Yeah. He's more observing than us. He got a lot more out of it than we did, I'm sure. To be fair, it takes a substantial IQ to understand the subtle nuances of 2006's Nana.
Yeah, and maybe we'll come back to it, but it is nice rewatching the episode because episodes 2 through 5 are you get the backstory of both of the Nanas.
Yes,
and and so it does make that first episode hit a little harder. But that said, I didn't need to see it again. And so immediately, I want to show this show to my girlfriend. And how many times am I going to have to watch episode 1?
A lot? At least 2 more times.
What the fuck? It's weird that you can I think this is the first show that we've watched where it's you could just skip one of the episodes and it'd be fine. You wouldn't miss anything.
Yeah. That's sort of a thing where what's it called? I think we were trying to draw a comparison to it earlier, and it's think of I don't know, The Sixth Sense or something like that, where big plot twist at the end, Bruce Willis is dead. The next time you go and watch that movie, you're gonna pick up on a lot of stuff that maybe you didn't pick up on the first time because you didn't realize that Bruce Willis was dead in it. But this is as though at the end of Sixth Sense, before the credits roll, they just play the movie again in its entirety from the beginning and then roll credits. Because get it? Now you get to see that. Like, that would have been great on a rewatch. You didn't have to make me
Yeah.
rewatch episode 1, though. I could have done that myself if I cared enough. And there wasn't even a big plot point like that.
Yeah, and it was nice, but I don't know. Like they could have showed like key moments, you know, and maybe those would have hit a little harder. But you know, make that like 10 minutes max. Yeah, you know, 5 minutes realistically, like a whole fucking episode. Episode fucking 7 better have just like the most kick-ass fight scene, just like Sakuga or whatever it's called, just like fucking kick-ass, like big animation budget. Because they just showed the same fucking... God damn it.
Yeah, Nana just, like, whips out her guitar and starts beating people upside the head like Eno from Guilty Gear.
And it's like, all one continuous shot, hand-drawn, like... that's what it better fucking be. Like, in the manga, is it just, like, the same chapter again? Like, what is their reason?
Hey, that's a good point. Did they do that shit in the manga?
I have no idea.
Damn.
Super fucking weird. Well, let's talk about the next few episodes rather than just talking about episode 1, then episode 1 again.
Oh, I suppose. So episode 2 is we pretty much just jump right into Nana Komatsu's like flashbacks, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's regular Nana. Yeah.
Not cool Nana. Yeah, so we flashback. She is in high school and gets broken up with like a ton. She just meets a bunch of shitty dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and she basically falls in love with people like immediately.
Yes,
like, and she also seems to have a thing for like older men, like men who kind of have their shit together a bit, I guess.
Yeah,
because like there's like a part where like somebody delivers something to her house and she's like, you know, and it's just a delivery guy.
Yeah,
you know, but
or she like goes to like, you know, Blockbuster or whatever, and like the guy who rents her movie, she's like, oh my god, I'm in love with this guy.
Yeah,
just can't resist a nice pair of frisbee-sized hands and a humongous forehead. You know, that's all of us.
I mean, whomst amongst us can.
Quite so.
But yeah, so the big like the big part of this episode is that she meets a guy. I don't know if they ever got her. I didn't write down his name, but she meets a guy who's like an older guy and ends up falling in love with him, and it's real sketchy because one, this dude's a lot older than her.
Yeah, he's 29.
He's also he's our age. He's married.
He is married.
Yeah, so she's kind of just you know, on the side, and she falls in love with this guy, and then eventually he's like, hey, I'm going to Tokyo, goodbye, and leaves.
Yeah,
and she's just and she's heartbroken, and you see across the next few episodes that left a lot of scars for her. Yeah, a lot of damage.
I mean, yeah, she just like had a lot of really shitty relationships, and then meets this nice guy Shoji, because they I think her first meeting with Shoji is in episode 2.
Yeah. And Shoji is the boyfriend, right?
Shoji is the boyfriend, yeah, from that she meets in episode, or is reunited with in episode 1.
Yeah, and I really like how this episode moves. Like, you go from her in high school to her in like an art school, and like she's making friends. There's a part, like, yeah, she goes through the whole relationship thing with this older man, and then there's the part where she's telling Shoji, they're not dating at this point, but like they're drinking, and she's telling him about all the, you know, breakups that she's been through. And then she hits that one and she gets like drunk emotional and wakes up just super hungover. And I'm like, now here's a character I can relate to.
Finally, what we needed was a helpless, sloppy drunk protagonist. Like, really, who really gets us.
Exactly. That's me. That's me. Just drinking too much and bearing my heart to someone I just met at a party. That's me.
You know, anime's got something for all of us.
Yeah, well, and it's just it's funny how adult this show is in a way, or how immature I am, one of the two. That I really went into it thinking like, oh yeah, this is just going to be like a show for girls, and like, you know, no, that sounds super dismissive. I shouldn't phrase it that way.
It's just a show for girls.
It's just a go for girls. They don't have taste. Their brains are smaller. No, I meant like a show for like, I don't know, teenagers, you know, or like younger people.
Yeah.
And and it's just it's funny how it's like, no, this is what I remember from being like early 20 and stuff.
Yep.
Damn.
It's hard out there.
It's hard out there.
Also there's Junko and there's Kyosuke, who are Nana's like not cool Nana's like buds. Junko has a perm, and Kyosuke has dreads and wears a lot of terrible hats.
God, his hats suck.
They're so bad. We got top hats, we got fedoras, we got the big fucking the Bob Marley hats, the whole nine. Like his fashion sense is truly dreadful. But I'm sure if you were a Japanese teenager circa 2000 like one when like in the manga came out, then you probably all about it. Probably thought it was the greatest thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's like every bit of fashion that like could only have been around in like the early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Where like there was a brief moment where like I remember being like, fedoras are kind of cool, and then very quickly I think a lot of people in the world had that thought, and then quickly everyone realized like, oh no, they suck, they're all terrible.
Well, because it's like, I mean, the fedora itself, it's a hat, there's like not that much about it, and like you see it in like film noir type movies and stuff like that, and it's like, it's always some hard-boiled detective or some kind of guy wearing it like that, and you're like, oh neat. But then like you see the real world application where it's a guy who like just some weird pasty weirdo who like wants to be like that guy from the film noir thing, but like it has no other qualities like that guy. Then you start putting together a certain image of it. It's that guy and Jason Mraz, the only people who wear fedoras.
Yeah, because it's like when you watch like those old school hard-boiled detective movies, it's like the guy's also like dressed up super well.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's got, he's a movie star, so he looks great. He's got fucking suit on. He's got the cool jackets and all that shit. And it's like, if you're just walking around in an anime t-shirt, like, you're not pulling off the fedora.
Yeah. And it's like, it's almost that really failed attempt to evoke that image. You know what I mean? Like there was that real like thing for a while that there were like a bunch of, younger white dudes were trying to like sort of capture that thing as like swag is for boys, class is for men kind of thing, that like thinly veiled racism sort of deal. It's like, everybody's into that rap music these days. Well, I like Frank Sinatra and wearing a fedora, like.
Yeah, why can't we just go back to the 50s when there weren't any problems?
Of course not. Would love to be a musician around that time. Sounds great for me.
Yeah, they were.
No problems.
No problems. No problems. I can't think of.
I got that. People wear fedoras, and that's it. That's what they did in the 50s.
That's what they did. They just wore suits. I don't know. And again, it is like, we're going in deep. This is what we do every podcast.
Yeah, it's only been an hour and 15 minutes.
We almost started talking about anime consistently. When I like Mad Men, and like when you're watching that show, it's like a good, like that Donald Draper gets posted all the time, like what happened to men, and it's like that dude looks fucking great in a suit. Like he is very hot. Like he pulls it off, and I get it. I would love to look that way. I'd wear that suit all the time if I looked like John Hamm.
But John Hamm looks good in anything. Yeah, because he's just like a good looking guy. He's a gorgeous dude.
Look at, like, they don't post pictures of the other dudes in suits because they just look like dorks a lot of the time. And, like, most of the people in that show are good looking, but, like, the suit doesn't just make the person great. It's John Hamm's a hot dude.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, like, they don't post, like, the old, like, weeaboo from that show. And be like, we have to go back. Like, nobody wants to look like him.
Is there an old weeaboo in Mad Men?
Yeah, there's a dude who's like obsessed with
is it Christina
like
Hendricks?
Japanese art. No,
Damn
it's one of the design firm partners.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That would have been way better.
he's like Van Gogh weeaboo, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of
Misunderstood genius.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's actually what it is? Oh, okay.
No, he's not a misunderstood genius. He just likes the stuff. I don't know. It's where it's like you don't really understand the culture it's from. You just think it's cool.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that's like at all.
Exactly. Yeah. Who knows? Anyways,
What kind of nerd
anime.
things like that? Anyway, back to our anime podcast.
God, the irony is only now hitting me.
Oh, who knows about that? Anyway, so
oh man, this
Kyosuke,
fucking Monster Energy drink is hitting me hard.
So yeah, Kyosuke Terrible Hats.
Yeah,
they're doing their whole thing off to the side. Kind of becomes like a double date sort of atmosphere, but so not cool. Nana has been hurt too many times, and she can't open herself up to Shoji. That's his name, Shoji. He's too nice. She doesn't want to ruin that friendship. He's been friend zoned again.
Yeah, and it's interesting that she's like, no, I need to become friends with men, not just date every single guy that I meet. And it's funny because you know in the back of your head, like, oh yeah, they're gonna be together because we saw the first episode. So it's and that's not a case of like a flashback being ruined or a prequel being ruined. It's like, I don't know, I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let's see. So episode 3 is more flashback. I think I remember at this point you were like, wait, is it all flashback? Like, when do we get to the other Nana?
When do we get to cool Nana? There's been no cool punk rock music.
Speaking of cool punk rock music, the intro to this show is really good.
It's great. I personally love the Google Translate English. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's like I think a solid third to half of the song is in English.
Yeah,
but like again, yeah, like Google Translate English. Like, yeah, that sentence makes sense.
And
I guess
that's actually something like we didn't get to it, but I did watch this far in the show before. When not cool Nana hears cool Nana sing for the first time, like she realizes like, oh, most of these lyrics are in English, but they don't actually like they're not grammatically correct. Like it's obvious that cool Nana like knows some English, but is kind of just doing it as a stylistic kind of thing and not actually like, she's not fluent at all. Like they're not diegetically, she is not a fluent English speaker. She's just like, yeah, English sounds cool. You know what I mean? Like it's that same sort of mystique to other Japanese people that like, Japanese language has to a bunch of us, like how there's katakana fucking everywhere in cyberpunk movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that fucking crossover. And and as a designer, I get it because like there's times where it's like, oh man, this like these Japanese characters look hella cool, but I'm like, I don't really know what that says. Yeah.
Better safe than sorry on that one, I would say.
Yeah, I've avoided the temptation so far.
Good.
But yeah, episode 3 is it's kind of I guess a more of episode 2 where it's like you have Nana and she's like this really fun, bubbly character, like talks a lot with her friends, like is like the most talkative person in the show, like just talks to everybody.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like it kind of goes between that and then you see like, yeah, but she's got a lot of fucking damage as well.
Totally.
Like she's been really, really hurt.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to get hurt again, too.
For a good reason, she went through some real shit with that Takashi guy, the business dude who was way older than her.
Yeah, yeah.
But in episode 3, that's also when she and Shoji kind of have it out because like they're getting closer and it's obvious that she likes him and he likes her. But like because she's being very coy about it and like, very much like signaling like that she wants to remain friends, he gets like frustrated and kind of like lashes out at her at one point, like when she starts towing that line again. And then he finds out from Kyosuke, the guy with the terrible hats and the dreadlocks, that she's actually into him. Like she has a big crush on the guy. And then he feels real bad about it.
Yeah, well, and they both go out drinking, and then he just leaves her out in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Just like deuces. Like, he's so mad that he just leaves. And it's like, dude, you come on.
That's a
and
huge dick move.
Then huge dick move. And then it's like up to him and Nana's friend Junko to like go find her, you know? Like, after she's been come on, Shoji, dick move.
Yeah. Like, I mean, God, with my terrible sense of direction, like, if somebody just left me in the middle of New York City, I would die. Like, that's just how it happened. Like, or Tokyo, for that matter. But even in a place where I could read the signs, I'm just dead. Like, I don't survive that situation at all.
I mean, yeah, there's like a solid like I've seen you, and like we could leave you in Sacramento somewhere, and
take me off of this grid.
Might take you a while.
Yeah.
The
only way I know my way around here is because I'm like, okay, I'm on 5th Street right now, so if I walk this way, chances are good that I'll hit 6th Street, and then I go like, fuck, that's 4th, and then I turn around and I get to the right. It's one of two options at any given point, you know.
Yeah, you'll eventually find your way back on the grid.
Yeah,
but
put me on Stockton Boulevard, I'm lost. I'm just dead.
just done for.
Not even that far. It's like a couple miles away.
Oh man, but yeah, no. So it's at that point she ends up running into that old guy, the older guy, and I was really worried it was gonna be like, oh no, don't get back with that guy. But
I thought for sure that was gonna be like a rebound kind of thing.
Yeah, because especially after she has a fight with Shoji, you know. But it seemed to be just about her getting closure.
Yeah, and that's like, after the stuff that she's been through, like that's I mean, to me it feels like the show is kind of trying to maybe not redeem Takashi, but show like, he's not all that bad. But like, no, that was some real bad shit he did. Like, he should have really known better. Like, that's not really something that you can hand wave away by just being like, oh well, he takes her to dinner and he gives her some nice advice, and then like she goes back and finds her buddy and they're all good. Like, that's you don't get off that easy.
Yeah. I think the one thing that's nice for Nana is like there's a part where she's like, oh, so you did use your real name.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It just shows that like for her that like, yeah, she's still hurt, but like her worst fears, like she wasn't used. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Her feelings don't need to be as bad as they are. I'm bad at what I'm trying to phrase here, but yeah.
Yeah. There's also, I think this happens in episode 2 or maybe really late in episode 1, but there's a part that like we end up either flashing back from like episode 1 timeline or flashing forward from episode 2 timeline to where we're in the car with Nana and Takashi, and he like, it's the part where they break up where he's like, oh, I'm being transferred to Tokyo. So, see ya.
Yeah.
I at the time, because I had only seen like Shoji once or twice, and they hadn't introduced this guy yet, like actually introduced him. I thought that was her, like I thought that was Shoji, like I thought that was happening in the current timeline, and so I was really confused for a while. Like, okay, so you're giving us this romance between her and Shoji, but then we know how that's going to end up. But like we're painting him as a completely different person. Like, how does this happen in a year? So kind of weird pacing on the show's part in general.
Yeah, it doesn't. That Takashi and Shoji kind of look similar when you don't know the show super well, and it was really weird too because it's like, oh, I didn't like. It's like, so Shoji dated her when she was 17 and he was 29. Like, like I was really like I was about to be like sketched out by the show, but it turns out it's just this other guy. Shoji's an idiot sometimes, but
he means well.
He means well. He's not a terrible person.
Well, yet, anyway, who knows?
Yeah. There's plenty of time for him to become awful.
Yeah.
So that more or less wraps up regular Nana's plot line there, because in episode 4, about halfway through it, we switch over to Cool Nana.
That's right. And then the actual show begins.
Yeah. Finally. So episode 4 and 5 are both about Cool Nana.
Yeah.
And I liked her story a lot.
Me too. I think Nana Osaki, aka Cool Nana, is like a really compelling character. Like, she's this really kind of like she's obviously tough, but she's not emotionally callous. Like, you know, in many ways, she kind of like maybe doesn't wear her emotions on her sleeve, but like she's very honest with how she's feeling a lot of the time, to herself and often those like close to her. And yeah, just sort of that sort of the drama of like, you know, her being in a band with her boyfriend at the time, Ren, I thought was really compelling. I like Cool Nana quite a bit. She's quite cool in my opinion.
Yeah, it's interesting too because it's you know, it's seeing both of these characters. It's like they're both in Tokyo, and they've both been through not exactly the same thing, but similar things where it's like they're both kind of dealing with heartache and trying to move forward.
Yeah,
and them coming together. I don't know what happens in future episodes, but it seems like, you know, it's like they're gonna. Maybe they'll help each other move on. Maybe they'll help each other deal with their own stress. Maybe they'll just become best friends.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they've got a fair amount in common without it being repetitive.
Totally. Yeah. It's like they're very different stories, but like, you know, you could see why they would become such fast friends, even though they are very different personality wise. Like they've been through a lot of like similar kind of stuff, and, you know, they know how to relate to each other based on that. Which is cool. I like their dynamic a lot. Sure wish we could see more of it in these first 6 episodes, but so it goes.
I know. Yeah, we got so close.
Yes. We
So
almost
close.
got to the point where the story moves past the first episode. Almost.
Almost. Yeah. I guess we can kind of talk about episode, because I can't exactly remember what happened in episode 4 and 5 because they kind of flow together. But the gist of it is she's in a band, and then she lives with this guy named Ren. And now that they're both 18 going forward, Ren's like, yeah, I'm going to Tokyo to be in a different band, and I'm leaving you. And she's just like, oh, my punk rock heart.
Yeah.
And she has to decide what she wants to do. And yeah, and she doesn't, and she's kind of torn between like, do I follow my dreams of becoming a singer, or do I, what am I trying to say? Do I become like the domestic person who has a kid with Ren and just cleans the house? Like, what do I want?
Yeah.
You know, what do I want out of my future?
And I think that this is a really cool aspect of this for me, because I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I'm no like expert when it comes to romance stuff, but like I've seen a decent amount of like both romance anime and like other things, but like typically in a romance story, especially one that's sort of aimed at a younger audience, like when a relationship is formed, if like both characters are always like, you know, this is my person and I'm going to stay with them no matter what, like no matter what it costs me, or like no matter what I have to do. And if they aren't like that, then that means that the love isn't real. This does a really good job in like an episode and a half of showing us that, like, yeah, they do have a really like real close relationship. They are in love with each other. But when Ren decides to go to Tokyo and Nana has to make the decision, am I going to be his like, for lack of a better word, based on how she describes it, like his housewife, or am I going to continue with my own passions? Like that is a difficult choice for her, and she ends up going with the latter. Like, even though it sucks, even though it pains her, even though she loves him, and even though it means that they have to break up, like she does that. And yeah, you don't see that. It's like, it's refreshing for me, I guess, like, you know, the fact that like you can show that like, yes, this relationship was real, they did really care for each other, but that isn't enough to save some relationships.
Yeah, and you see it when Ren leaves on the train, where you see that she's crying, she's sad, and then you see Ren, and he seems really bent out of shape too.
Yeah, he's crying too.
You know, yeah, yeah. You see him like literally bent over, and it's like I said, like as dismissively as I said it, like I was really surprised at how mature this show is.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like, it really deals with relationships in a non sort of, I don't know, binary, like good and bad kind of way. Like, relationships are really messy and complicated, even, you know, really good ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a really nice show.
Yeah.
You know, for at least as far as like these episodes 2 through 5 are a lot of oh man, they hit pretty hard.
And I think aside from how they treat, like how the meta narrative of it kind of treats Takashi as this like, he was a good guy, he just made some mistakes. Like besides that part, like fuck that dude to death, he's terrible. Other than that, like it has like tonally it has a pretty, like it seems like it has a pretty healthy outlook on these like relationship complexities. Like, even though, obviously the relationships that happen are not always healthy, like, what Not Cool Nana goes through and stuff like that. But like, narratively, the show does a lot to like condemn like certain things like, okay, this is not what you should be doing in a relationship. This isn't what you should be settling for. Stuff like that. Like it has a really balanced and generally good view on those kinds of things, Takashi notwithstanding. Yeah, which again, very mature thing for like, a lot of young adult stuff of any genre, like really likes to titillate its audience with like, the just sort of messy drama and stuff like that, which is fun, don't get me wrong. But this one is a lot more grounded in a lot of ways. Yeah.
It's not every day that you watch an anime and like I really relate to the characters in a way that I want to see what happens to them next. Like comparing this to like Space Brothers, Space Brothers, like we related to the main character on like every single level in a disgustingly similar way, and I don't really care too much to watch more Space Brothers. But like this show, like I am really curious what's going to happen to the Nanas.
Yeah, totally.
Well, let's see. Before we should talk just one more time about episode 6.
There we go.
Because if
just like how we talked about this episode before, we're talking about it again. See, we're doing like a meta thing that's no longer meta because I just outlined it.
Fuck. Well, what you have to do to redeem it is just play the whole fucking review again.
Yeah, during editing, I'm just going to splice in our talk about episode 1 into this part.
If you listen to this podcast again after you finish it, it'll make a lot more sense. It'll be really good.
Yeah, you'll notice the irony
things.
probably wouldn't be lost on you. But then again, we're pretty observing people, so.
Yeah.
I hope that guy's doing all right. Like that, he was probably like 15 when he made that comment. But
oh, 100%. I mean, you know how much dumb shit similar to that I fucking said.
Oh yeah, I am so glad that like
age.
I was into like. I mean, for one thing, like in the aughts, like the internet was a lot more fragmented. Like it wasn't just like 5 websites like it is now. But like even by that standards, like I was on like weird sort of out there forums and stuff like that. That like. All of the dumb shit that I said on the internet as a teenager will never see the light of day. Nobody's ever going to see that. Like they are not paying for those sites to be active anymore.
You're so lucky.
I thank my lucky stars. Like legitimately, that's a weekly thought for me. Like, thank God no one's ever going to see what I said online when I was 15. God, thank you. Hit the jackpot there.
Yeah, no, my Facebook is fucking just a treasure trove of stupid fucking shit, and I can't delete it. I can't log into it, so that's gonna haunt me one day. Yep.
Can't delete your old posts. Can't get on the Jeremy Renner app. Just it's rough.
I still have it downloaded.
You have the Jeremy Renner app downloaded still,
and it works.
It's still up.
So he took it down, like a week after we talked about it. Like he took it down.
We're gonna have to like upload a clip of us talking about it, because that was from one of the unreleased episodes. That was the very first thing we ever talked about on this podcast was the Jeremy Renner it was, hi, Battle School Dropouts. My name's Stew. My name's Bakari. How are you? Doing good. I'm playing this Jeremy Renner podcast. Like that was the first thing we talked about.
Oh, so people. Oh, I just assumed that we talked about it in the Gargantia episode, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner fucking put out his own app, and it was fucking stupid. And because it was basically just his Instagram, but you could like buy points and spend those points liking his posts, and there was like a leaderboard, and you could be noticed by Jeremy Renner senpai. He only kept it up for a week. It seemed like some kind of weird like third-party thing that they had done with his permission at the time, and maybe he didn't know the full extent of it.
You mean Jeremy Renner didn't code his own app? What a piece of shit.
But on my phone, I have the app still, and if I tap on it, it brings up a black and white picture of his face, and then plays this like unskippable minute-long fucking video of him like talking about how cool the app's gonna be, and then you can I can't log in because I need to like use my Facebook account or something, but you can see in the background, you can see the posts, and they're from like 88 weeks ago or something. Like
legend.
Incredible. It's great. Fucking Jeremy Renner.
God bless him.
But yeah, episode 6 is the same as episode 1. We can keep moving.
Yeah.
I don't understand this episode.
Wait, I got a question for you here. Like,
yeah.
Genuinely, what did you get out of watching episode 6 that you didn't get out of watching episode 1?
Frustration, because that's what I got. Because I really liked episode 1.
Sure.
Like, I loved the way the show looked. I loved how expressive the faces were. I loved the story it was going for. And in episode 6, when you see it again, it's like, yeah, I get it. Like, I get their backgrounds. Like, when she meets with Shoji, I get it. I get why she cares about him.
Yeah.
But, like, that's something that I think would have been, like, if I rewatched the show and I saw that, it would hit hard, and I think I would like it. Because I'm being forced to watch it again, it bothers me.
Yeah. That's more or less where I'm at. Like I was saying with the Sixth Sense analogy, like, there isn't really a, like, neither Nana nor Cool Nana's backstories, like, really had any, like, crazy revelations in it. Like, both of those things could have been things that they answered on the train while talking with each other. Why are you going to Tokyo? Oh, well, you know, I was in a band and then the guy left, and so I'm going to go start a new band in Tokyo. How about you? Well, my boyfriend lives in Tokyo. He just got accepted to university, so I'm going out to be with him. Great. We're done. That's all you needed to know. Like, not to say that those flashback episodes weren't important, but, like, we're not getting that much out of watching this episode again.
Yeah, and in terms of, like, efficiency, it's not there. And I'm okay with it because those flashback episodes were good, and that's the tone the show's going for.
Yeah.
It's like there is no impending doom coming towards these characters. It's like, if we don't start a band and win the battle of the bands, everyone's gonna explode.
We gotta win the battle of the bands.
It's just straight up about these characters. So spending time with those characters, I get it, is important.
Yeah, but we could have spent time watching them do things that they didn't already do.
Exactly. And that's like episode 6 is just like, it's a bridge too far on that one. Like, it's just, I get it. I get that you want this to be about the characters. More than that, it feels lazy. Like, to me, like, why? Like, why? Yeah. That's all I have. That's all my Monster Energy drink riddled brain can fucking muster. I'm sure we've both done this a lot, like, over the course of this, not this episode, but just in podcasts in general. Like, I feel like I really want to try and move away from, like, assuming the artist's intent when it comes to, like, that sort of thing. But, like, yeah, in this instance, I'm like, we certainly didn't get enough out of, like, you know, watching this episode again. So, like, yeah, was it just a matter of, like, the actual episode 6 wasn't ready? Like, yeah. What did you think we'd get out of this if this was, like, just, if, you know, they could have thrown in something really cool, but this was the best way they thought that this, you know, that the show could go, right? Like, I would love to read an interview about that. And it probably fucking exists, but, I mean, I would love to, but I'm not going to fucking Google it, probably. Well, because it's like, what am I trying to say? Like, it's got to be an intentional choice, and it just seems like a fucking baffling one.
Hold on. You know something crazy?
Yeah.
So I got the Wikipedia list of episodes pulled up right now with the little summaries, and on the list it shows who the episode was directed by, who it was written by, and the original air date. Episode 6 and episode 1 have different directors listed.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm looking at. Yeah.
Like, episode 1 was directed by Morio Asaka and Ryosuke Nakamura, and then 6 was by Nanakoshi Yamazaki. They're entirely different people. So they brought on this director for this one episode. I don't see her listed again.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I don't see her anywhere.
They brought
him or her.
Yeah, they brought this person on for this to direct this episode, and what she was just like, yeah, just run the first one again. That sounds great. That sounds like the best thing we can do here.
Episode 42 brings back, I finally found that's the director again. Episode 42. So that makes me assume that episode 42 must be the same as fucking episode 35 or something. Like, oh.
No, episode 2 is just episode 1 again. It's just the same exact episode.
What a fucking insane. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, and I don't know. Like, let me ask you: Are you ready to go into our ratings and final thoughts?
Wow, we are making great time. It's not even 2 hours yet. Yeah, let's do it.
I fucking can't believe it. Right, this might be able to be edited in a reasonable amount of time.
Jesus, wouldn't that be nice?
Every time I'm like, man, that was a really good episode, and then you send me the file back. I'm like, why did we talk for 2.5 hours? Like, I have to. This is gonna take forever.
So Stu, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 again recently, and I've just been having a great time with that. I just hit level 53, and let me tell you all about it. But anyway,
dude, let's just go. Let's go into.
Yeah, so I'm playing a monk, and I can punch things. It's great. It's fucking radical.
Yeah, dude. No, I've been playing RuneScape. Same fucking deal.
Have you been playing RuneScape?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got me excited for a second. I was like, you want Battle School Dropouts RuneScape stream? I'm down.
Dude, hell yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Oh, well, we got to stream through all the fucking Sonic games we keep talking about.
Oh, yeah,
first.
yeah. We're getting Sonic 06. I'm going to try and find a copy of Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Secret Rings. I've already got Sonic Lost World. We're just going to have a field day.
And hey, and this is good because we almost had a Sonic free episode again.
God, yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
wow,
no, that was
Jesus. Fucking life flash before my eyes there. Can't have that again. So we got our rating system for our shows. Keep watching, and total garbage. Yeah.
And for me, this gets a good, well, I shouldn't say good solid. Like, this gets a keep watching from me with, like, the fattest asterisk where, like, if there is another episode that is just the same episode, I will drop this show. Like, in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I must have just, like, I'm looking back on it, like, I have no memory of it because my memory is dog shit. But, like... I did watch well past this part, like episode 6 when I first watched it, and like I must have just been like, they uploaded the same episode twice and like moved on. Like I there's no way I could have sat through episode 1 again and been like, yeah, okay, let's keep going. So like, yeah, I'm more or less in the same boat. Like having watched further than this, I like where it goes. I really like, what cool Nana gets up to, and like regular Nana's, whole shtick is very cool too. Especially now that I realize that Shoji doesn't break up with her in episode 1 or 2, because of that weirdly placed flashback. Yeah, this gets a tentative keep watching for it. It gets a keep watching asterisk. If I had the time to do all the other things I want to do and then wanted to watch something, this is probably what I'd watch.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I've been watching a lot of shows lately. Like, I think I've gone through, I think I've watched all the shows that I said keep watching too. I think I've watched all of them.
Wow.
Like at least like a really good chunk of them.
Good on you, dude.
I think I haven't seen the last couple episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen.
I got up to episode like 13 or 14 with Jujutsu Kaisen. Still working on it. Still very great. It's a wonderful show.
Yeah. No, as soon as we were done recording, I started watching more of it, and I think I like over the course of the weekend got caught up with the show.
Yeah,
like,
it's very good.
And this was a few weeks ago, so. But yeah, that show's excellent. And I different feelings, obviously, but I could definitely see myself watching more of this show.
Totally.
And I could also, like I said, there's a lot of like really nice themes that like I could be like, I would love to watch this show with my girlfriend. But again, I just get a little sketched out with the pacing if you're gonna show me the same fucking episode again.
Yeah. That's a real tough sell.
Yeah. And it's because, like, I'm on that forum site, and it's like, oh, yeah, there's some differences. And I'm like, I'm paying attention now. Like, okay, what are the differences going to be? And, like, I'm not entirely sure what they were.
There's a couple, like, when when Shoji gets back to his apartment after work or class or wherever he got off to, and he talks to Nana, and he's like a little rough on her because it seems like she's just been he talks to not cool Nana, and it kind of looks like she's just been kind of sitting around all day. And then he goes to the bathroom, and he realizes that the bathroom is like sparkling clean, like she's been doing all sorts of housework while he was gone. And he like envisions her like, you know, working real hard on that. And he's like, she like did something really nice for me. I was being a dick. And then he goes like, I don't think that was in the first episode.
Yeah, I don't think so
There's
either.
a couple little parts like that where I don't think they were in there. But like, for the most part, it was exactly like identical.
Yeah, just very, very little change. And it's like, that adds a bit, but
The weird thing is it doesn't add anything that we wouldn't have gotten from just watching it the first time.
Yeah, like, I got the feeling that Shoji cares for Nana more because of that bathroom scene, but there's not an impossible chance that it's in the first episode, and I just missed it because I looked at Twitter for a second. Like,
you know what? Yeah, that is a distinct possibility. I wouldn't rule that out.
Yeah, it's fucking tough to say.
Yeah,
man. Well, I feel like I've been harping on the fucking last episode. The rest of the show is extremely good.
yeah. No, it's like there's a lot of cool stuff going on with that.
Yeah, like that last episode, I'm just completely baffled by it. It's such a weird choice. But the rest of the show, I loved it. I thought it was really great. Yeah. I want more Nana. And I want it to get picked up so that, I don't know, people can watch it on regular, not weird websites.
Yeah, apparently it was on Hulu for a while before the DVD release in 2009. So it hasn't been on. I wonder if that's why it's not on streaming services, because it's on DVD and they're like, well, people could just spend like $100 and watch it if they want to do that. Fuck streaming services.
Let's see. Let's go to my old standby eBay here.
Let's see. Nana DVD box set. I'm just going to Amazon.
Yeah, I guess so I can pick it up for. Oh no. Oh my God.
Wait. Let me guess. $250.
Okay, I don't know how many are on this, but it's Nana. I'm fucking screenshotting it. This is fucking wild. Nana, Anime Complete DVD Collection, Volume 1 through 4,
okay.
Uncut PAL version. $999.
Fuck off! Really?
I shit you not, dude.
Wow. I can't find it in stock anywhere. It's not on Amazon. It's not on anything really.
Well, like on like I have, yeah, like, well, it's fucking weird because, like, okay, here's part 4 and it's like $15. Here's part 1 and it's $15. I don't understand why this one is $1,000.
That's
or best offer. And it's not even like, I don't even know if it's new. It just looks like.
Oh, you know what? I found the one you were looking at there.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, it's used. The fucking box is open. What? Very good.
And then after a few entries, it just goes to Talentless Nana, which is, you know, it was fun. Yep. I had fun with that series, but it's not the Nana we're looking for.
No. What the? Okay, what is weirder, episode 6 or the fact that there is a fucking $1,000 listing for this show?
They're both weird. The fact that those both exist is weird. Everything's weird. Oh
my God. That's. Yeah, that's
Well, don't try to buy this, I guess, unless you just got it like that. In which case, I'll put my Cash App name in the YouTube description, and you can just send that to me instead, and then go watch it on GoGo Anime.
That's so fucking weird. But you know what? I've been looking for something to spend my stimulus money on, and I think this is it. This is a good one.
There you go.
God damn.
Spend more than half the stimmy on one anime series.
Yeah, but it's 4 DVDs. So when you think about it, it's only like $250 a DVD. So it's kind of a good deal.
Yeah. It's 999 divided by 47. It's only $21 an episode, dude.
A bargain, really, at that point.
Steal.
Yeah.
Pay artists what they're worth. Buy a Nana NFT.
I mean, honestly, it might be cheaper.
Yeah, probably at this point. Shit.
Holy fuck, dude. That's wild.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm just going to do this on the podcast this time. We didn't talk about what we're going to watch next.
Okay. Yeah, we did not.
Yeah.
We talked about that we should talk about what we're going to watch next.
Yeah, but we didn't get to the part where we talked about the thing we talked about talking about.
Well, maybe we cut this out. Do you have any ideas? Because we can always cut back to like, haha, we figured it out. But what do I have? I have a list.
You want to watch Dororo?
Oh, I'd be down to talk about Dororo.
Yeah.
Have we done too much Mappa?
Oh, that is another Mappa one, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah. We've done Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu.
Well, Chainsaw Man isn't. It is being released by studio or animated by Studio Mappa, but we didn't talk about Chainsaw Man as animated by Studio Mappa.
Yeah. No, Doro. I'd be down for Doro. I've seen the whole show.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even bought a T-shirt the other day.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's watch some Dororo.
Okay. Oh, we figured it out. We knew it all the time. And now I will proceed to fuck up the name. We're gonna watch Doro. Hey, Doro.
Wait. Hold the fuck on. Dororo is a manga by Osamu Tezuka that had an anime release recently. It's about a guy whose all of his body parts were auctioned off to demons when he was a baby, and now he has to get them back. Doro Hey Doro is a completely different thing.
Oh, do you want to watch the one about the samurai guy who loses his body parts to demons?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I always call Doro, because I can't do the middle part. So I always just call it Doro because I can't. But Doro, oh dude, let's watch fucking Doro, dude. Oh dude, I'm super jazzed because I was like, oh yeah, I've seen Doro. Hey Doro, like it's good. I love it. I like I said, I got a T-shirt and all that shit. Dude, let's watch Doro. That shit fucking rules. Yeah, I'm on board.
Hell yeah. Okay,
we're gonna watch Doro.
So join us next time when we watch Osamu Tezuka's Dororo. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm jazzed.
This will be fun splicing together and editing, I'm sure.
Yeah, good fucking luck. No, you could probably cut out like 90% of it.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I guess let's get to the plug portion. Bakari, how do people find you?
Yeah, so you want to go on twitter.com/ no wait, is it twitter.com/ something, or is it like twitter.com/ bakfuu, BAKFUU, or alternatively speedrun.com, Sonic Generations, Green Hill Zone, individual levels, no skills. Hit the filter thing in the top right corner so that it only shows the runs that were done without the M speed glitch, and then look at the third place Octomammoth. That's me, third best in the world at Green Hill Zone Classic, fifth
Sonic
best
Generations
at Green Hill Modern. I'm still working on that one.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, fifth place. That's
hard.
not so bad. I mean, it's out of like 12 people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a really stiff competition, but
hey, I'm still proud of you.
hey, thank you. Oh, you can also listen to my music at soundcloud.com/Octomammoth. I'll get a Bandcamp eventually, but not now.
Yeah, and we'll get on Podbean eventually as well.
Yeah.
One day.
Wink. Where can people find you, Stu?
I'm on Twitter. I'm Hentai Pizza Lord. And it'll probably be out. No, it will be out by the time this episode goes up. But I did a music video, and I'm sure there's a link to it on Twitter, on my Twitter account there. Maybe I'll even make it the pinned message. Who knows? Go check that out. I'm super fucking proud of it. I put like 1 billion hours into it.
You know, you're the one who uploads these to YouTube. You have my blessing to put it in the description if you want, like the link to the music video.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, go to that description. That's probably where it is. No, I need you to go up to the search bar and I need you to type in. But yeah, that's I'm super proud of how it came out. So yeah, go check that out. Give me some views there.
Yeah.
And hey, I want to thank you, the viewer. Last episode we said that we wanted to hit 17 subs so that we would surpass my my whatever YouTube channel. Fucking hit 18.
18? We're at 18 dude. Now?
Yeah. We're at 18 now.
Oh shit. Somebody else subscribed? Yeah. What the fuck?
So 2 subs. Fucking killing
2 subs.
Oh man. Yeah. So thank you guys. You know, I don't know. I think we've peaked. I think this is as many subs as we probably need or deserve or whatever.
This is as high as it goes.
Yeah, it's all downhill from
here.
Woo!
You know what? No, I think we hit 22 subs, and then we get canceled for something we said in episode 2. We get canceled for not mentioning Sonic in episode 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I also said I said in this episode, I didn't expect this show to be so mature for a woman's show. So,
you know what? Yeah.
GG.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Kind of got us
next
on that
episode,
one.
Next episode, it'll be Bakari and someone else.
I'm leaving that in too.
That's fair. Whatever. It's funny. I'm an idiot sometimes. So
these things happen.
Yeah, and I think people know what I mean, and there's no way that people would take it out of context.
Of course not. So when would the internet ever do that?
Yeah, it's the internet. People can listen to it, so they wouldn't take it out of context if everyone can go listen to it for themselves.
Exactly.
Man. Well, join us next week when we rail against cancel culture for some reason.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna turn into the new fucking The Quartering or some shit. Look forward to that.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna figure out how.
Finally.
I have a month to figure out how to become a white person. So look forward to that.
Yeah. It's not that.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I've been doing it my whole life.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you can do it, I can do it. I just gotta figure out how to do it.